What's good, bro? Yeah, political in here. I'm good, bro. I know it ain't as many people as before, cause ghetto pod, man. You know how we do. Am I good? Shit, better than good than great. Bitch, don't make a mistake. Coming in here trying to hate before I have too regular late. See you up to a day with the boys in the heavens. When I let you then make 11. Hey, what's going on, man? How y'all doing, man? Once again, we in this bitch. All right, what's good, man? Greetings all and welcome back to what the what the fuck is a reborg podcast? I'm reborg. I've been telling y'all from the giddy up, even when I got a cam. This is a ghetto stream, baby. This is a ghetto stream from a ghetto streamer. Um, I just had to update the Logitech capture profile files and stuff like that, and make sure everything was still connected. And man, this junk trash. I want to give a special shout out to a very small individual who told me when I first got my PC, he said, "Congrats! I can't wait for it to fuck up." And this was one of the first ones. I tell you that right now, man. Did not have your camera cut on after it's been cutting on for like a for like a year and a half, and it just randomly don't do shit. I already got clowned too. I just want y'all to know. See, the sarcasm shit, my homies ain't do that shit. Oh, that black son of a bitch slide said, I sent dead leaks, my cable cut off. Man, y'all get y'all ass on this junk, man. We ain't getting no co-pilot today. That little 45-minute ordeal was stressful, boy. We coming straight from the bottle. Woodford Reserve, like a wino. Um, the irony is the two people that's in here, one of you, one of you, one of you assholes didn't send shit. And I'm not talking about like people who didn't send nothing. That kind of, I get that. But political literally answered me in the Discord DMs. I ain't got no questions for you. All I want to know is why your hair ain't gray. It's called good genetics, you hating ass. I come from great genetics, man. My dad still got a decent hairline at 60 plus. And it ain't even like it's just gray, like a little gray at the top. I'm gonna be good, bro. Trust me. It's an unfortunate balance of life. Some people shit stay all right for a long time. Some people shit go gray early. Some people shit just leave them. But we all got our thing. It ain't perfect. As you can see, I can't stop picking at my damn face. Instead of just using the charcoal scrub, which I have been using, and be all right. No, I'm just gonna pick the shit with my face. You know what I'm saying? So now we all got the flaws. What up, Randy? Randy was here when I first when I did the first one. Man, the damn camera wouldn't cut on, man. It's trash, bro. And once again, because we are stressed, we coming straight from the bottle of this Woodford Reserve. It took so long to get this shit going. Like it took so long to get this going, man. I put the little glass I put that back in the fridge. The glass and the water, both of them had started to get lukewarm. They won't even cold no more because we got the righteous hydration as usual. We're gonna get ratchet hydration and righteous hydration. The yin and the yang. How y'all doing, man? I've been good, man. Chilling off this weekend. Working. Yeah, it was. I didn't even pay no attention to it because I had just been, setting up. Like I said, year and a half, just setting up and going. So when I clicked go live and nothing showed up, I said, "What the fuck? What the?" So I was trying to see if I could fix it without ending the stream because it was about 20 something links I sent out to people. So of course I had to send them again. I deleted the ones in the Discord first that I put in people's channels and then did that one. All the rest of you assholes, you just got double links. I'm drinking on Woodford Reserve, Distiller Select, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. The homie had got it for me for my birthday, and I drink, but I don't be drinking like that. So he figured he gave me this on my birthday, and that was 6 months ago. So I have been drinking it. Just there's some people who act out here who actually drink where this is done in less than an hour, probably 30 minutes if they got something to mix with it. But I was stressed, bro. Like I said, man, I just was panicking for a second because I thought my shit was broke. Because I'm still the dude from 17th Street. I done paid a lot of money for this damn camera, man. This shit better work. I put some money into this damn PC, man. We gonna have some problems, man. I'll take it to you like the white man. Y'all know how that go down. We call him corporate. We talking to a real person. That sorry for the inconvenience, people. Y'all know who y'all is. We talking to a real individual. Fix this shit. But like the title says, man, this is the Q&A podcast. Last year when I decided to do one, the numbers were so good that, I figured I'd bring it back again next year. Didn't get as many participants because, life get in the way. You got stuff you got to do. The homies got kids. They got responsibilities. Some of them probably at work right now. So, I mean, if you ain't sent shit, don't feel nothing about it. You good. Don't even worry about it, brother. You still good with me, man. Once again, I gotta let y'all come on, yo, man. That like y'all saw Savard and Pete political. Black ass slide, he just texted me talking about I killed yo, man. Ah, man. I'm trying to find a way to remove him out my life without feeling bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the funniest people I ever met. One of my dear friends, but I hate his ass. I really do. I can't stand him. He's just, oh man. He's sending you in a bad space. You know how they got people that'll kick you when you down? He one of them people that just keep, just keep joking while you laughing. Because for y'all who don't know, it's a medical thing. I got to look it up in Merriam-Webster's or Emmanuel Lewis Webster or Webster Franklin, Webster Slaughter. I got to look it up. It's an actual term for laughing to death. And it actual happens, man. I'm telling you, man, use your Googles, man. I'm trying to tell you. There go that asshole right there. I can't stand this dude, man. Man. Because sometimes when you laugh too hard, man, that shit hurt, bro. You feel it all in there, man. You crying, man. You coughing so hard, you about to throw up. Like, man, you literally weak. Savard, do me a favor. Could you send the link to Biggie and Rambo if they want to see the shit? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, force nobody to do no thing. Slide's an idiot, bro. He is an idiot, man. And he a genius, man, because he can make anything funny. He will grab something from your past, whether any form of entertainment, whether it be movies, television, cartoons, any of that. And he will bring up something that you laughed at by yourself and bring it to this light. I didn't think anybody else was laughing at this. That's what made that whole crew cool. Because the way we laughed at Can't Hardly Wait, and we knew the whole movie without knowing each other. Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro. Yeah, for those who don't know, we got the Bob Dylan on. T Public had a sale, man. I bought $100 worth of t-shirts, bro. I got to have it. I got to have it. We feeling real saucy, man. I got this joint on right here with the Nike shorts to match. I would stand up, but I'm not. We be saucing out here. Matter of fact, I didn't eat breakfast on purpose just so I could have somewhere to go after this, because somebody has to see this sauce. They just have to. That's just the way it goes. After dealing with that idiot, let's go ahead and go for what the title calls. Man, I'm not standing up, bro. No, man. I told y'all, man, bro, trash, yo. The first one we're gonna knock out the first question somebody asked me. Like, let me tell you what happened when I sent this joke to brother BK, man. Brother BK, let me see where you at. Yeah. I said this too. I sent him no, I'm good because this is just a sip. I'm cool. I got, I got a beer belly, so I ain't even got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So right after I sent everybody the first one on the 9th, doing the Q&A podcast, any question from any field, he said directly, no less than 5 minutes later, he says, where did the nickname reborG come from? It's actually BK. It's actually reborG, reborG. It is my last name. My last name is Grober, Grober. I got this from my pops back when he was when we first got the net and stuff like that, and his username on AOL, to surf the net and all that other stuff was reborG with 3 G's in it. So I didn't want to take the G's because that's his thing. So I put the 80 behind it. Yes, I'm old, and no, the 80 is not the year I was born. I was born in 83. The 80 is me, my nephew, and my pops football numbers. 55 for pops, 22 for me, and 3 for my nephew. Add it all together, reborG 80, man. And I don't mind giving y'all my name and shit like that, because if you Google me, you're not gonna find shit but a first grade honor roll, my granddad's eulogy. Shout out to Mickey Bugs, and me getting promoted in the military. That's it. Yo, man, if you're gonna put my name in the shit, at least spell it right. That's Jamaal for this asshole. Done known this dude. What? I've known Sly since like 2007, and this asshole still can't. He don't even know how to spell my damn name. Friends, how many of us have them? That nigga said Jamal Charles. Oh man, next one we got is my homie, the dearest and great WTF himself, who also didn't take that long to get back with these questions. Survive. WTF said, "What's your favorite game console?" I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man. It's not gonna be no cut and dry for the most part when it comes to these questions, because it's no cut and dry right answer. So for multiplayer, I'll go 64. I've had some great moments with the homies on 64. That multiplayer, that's something in my life that I can't take out. Come on, man. Y'all wilding, bro. Look at these dudes in the chat. Yo, man. I should have invited my mama so y'all could have governed y'all fucking selves accordingly, yo. Y'all trash, bro. But yeah, the 64 for, the fun that we had playing that shit. Because that was a gauntlet. That was a sweaty time. That was a sweaty time. The Nintendo 64, you had to be good. You had to have your skills up, or you would get your ass whooped and you would be embarrassed. So you couldn't be bad at nothing. You couldn't be bad in the shooters. You couldn't be bad in Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, the South Park shooter, Turok, all of them. Then you had to fuck around and you couldn't be bad in the rest of the games. Then you had to turn around. It was a lot, man. Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, the gauntlet was on. Snowboard Kids, 1080p, it was just, you couldn't be ass in nothing. Yeah, you could be, you might as well be banned. That's how tough the competition was. That's why when I call y'all sweats, I'm not telling you, I'm not just saying the shit just to be saying it because it's funny. Y'all some damn sweats, because I've been there before. During that 64, the PlayStation 2 run, I was a madman. I was a fucking sweat. Indeed, that's just how it was. You couldn't be ass. The only people I seen get a pass was little kids. My nephew got kind of a pass because he could play, but he was 3 years old. But he was still gonna get his ass kicked. So And we ain't never really rub it in on them and pick on them about it and shit like that. You'd be like, good game, little dude. He 3. You know what I'm saying? And single player, PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2, it was just so many games up there that you could just get lost in and just play and just be out there. Single player wise, like easily. Like even games like sports games, you would play by yourself. I would have a franchise with the homies and then have a franchise all by myself that I'm completing even faster because I got to get a fix from this game. And not just Madden, but NFL 2K and stuff like that. Live and 2K at the same time. MVP baseball and 2K. Like I was doubling up on both. And then you got the GTAs, your Metal Gears, your SOCOMs. All that. I won't even playing SOCOM online. And I still enjoyed the shit out of it. There's just so many damn titles, man. PlayStation 2, man. It would take some work to find a bad game. It would. Dynasty Warriors, that was sauce. I mean, it kind of got old to me after the 4th one. I said, so this is just what this is going to be, huh? All right. We still had beat 'em ups then. What's the name of that? The Warriors. That's a great game on PlayStation 2. Like it just, because Rockstar was batting 1,000. There was a lot. EA was batting 1,000. There was a lot of games. There was just like people just wanted to get on it. Oh no, it was some misses. Trust me, it was some misses. Now it wasn't like the norm or expected or nothing like that. But you figure like Fight Night. We was on it. We was on Fight Night. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. We was on that. So those 2 consoles for real. I fucked with all of them, to be honest with you. But those 2 right there definitely stand out. Freedom Fighters, let's go, Paul. And he was wearing denim suspenders out there fighting for everybody's freedom. Yo, that was my drop too. Favorite games on the console? My favorite games, Tiger Woods. Oh man. Played on hard level, so you just want to packs of soldiers. I told y'all, man, he's an idiot, bro. Favorite games from each console. If I'm going to go 64, I'm gonna go GoldenEye. Yeah, my favorite game on 64 was GoldenEye because there were so many good people. So many good people. Yeah, them Eagles. Yeah, Tiger Woods used to do it too. And on PlayStation 2, I'm gonna go GTA Vice City. And since I'm a sports dude, I'm gonna say Madden 08. Yeah, I'll go Madden 08 along with Vice City. Madden 08 had so much shit in it. Like I said, Madden 08, like not only were you looking forward to winning a championship or trying to win a championship, you had to look forward to the draft because the draft process was so extensive. Soul Blade, Soul Blade and Soul Calibur. Man, I used to be FGC back in the gap. Yeah, it kind of died around Xbox One, but I still kept a little bit because of the homie good guy Gooey here. That's the young head who be on them shit still. So, but yeah, they used to be the drop. It used to be so much. Used to play the college all-star game, and then they had the training camp stuff. So you could have made your play. You could have had a team of 70s, but if you was good in the mini camp games, you could turn them dudes in the 80s and 90s in no time, man. So that's that was the thing. In Vice City, that was crazy. The only reason I didn't pick yep. EA used to have demos of games that was getting ready to come out on that one. So if you play college football, you can play the Madden demo. If you play Madden, you can play like the live demo or something like that. Like, yeah, it used to be crazy. But Vice City, the only reason I picked San Andreas because that long ass drive. to the other side where the casinos and stuff was at. That was literally like a 10 to 15-minute drive, and I hated that. That's the only gripe I got against San Andreas. That drive was trash. That was the only thing that's the only thing that keep it from being better than Vice City. Them stupid ass long missions, and then and you had to drive all the way back there, and then they had you going back and forth to the hood to this shit. I hated it, and of course I'm not gonna fly no plane because we die when we get in. I had to get somebody to help me beat one of them GTAs, man, because I hate flying missions. Like every end of the for like Epic Games, man, that shit was just going on too long, bro. Every final mission had a goddamn plane or a helicopter in it. Like, god damn, please. Yeah, the country missions was, like I said, the missions was still fire. But that drive was ass, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say. That drive was ass. Yo, Dose, you did do that, bro. Yo, Dose, you did do that, fam. That's how good PlayStation 2 games was. Matter of fact, not only did he not have a PlayStation 2 at the time, he never owned a PlayStation 2. I was part of the reason I beat the shit out of him in Fight Night that night. All right, and he said, what's the worst game I've played? As far as games that don't play well, or they glitchy, or they just trash, I get them out my mental Rolodex. They got to go. The worst game I've ever played was a side-scrolling action-adventure game called Rolling Thunder on the regular Nintendo. This game was the most infuriating shit I ever had to deal with because all your movements had to be perfect and all your shots had to be perfect. Jesus Christ. Now, Madden 22, I'll be honest with you, Political. It's a little different. I will tell you that. Now, I ain't going to say it's a good game, but I will tell you this, Political. It is playable. Me and the homies on like season 5 in this shit. And as long as you can play, it's gotten to the point where if you playing with somebody you can trust, it's cool. But if you on your own if you out here playing these random dudes. 2K18, which one was that one? Which one was 18, Randy? What was the my player story? Because as far as 2K goes, I really can't name a bad one as far as what I play in the franchise. Online, I let y'all have that shit because I already know what it is. I was already playing in the crew. The one you snapped in half? Wow. But what was the story? Because I'm trying to remember it for myself. That one, the one with B Fresh, was it? Because if that's the one with B Fresh, yeah, that's probably is. Because she was the worst character ever. I never thought I'd hate anybody more than Jackson Ellis, and it was possible. She was trash. Get her out. So that was the one where you was DJ? Oh. Yeah. Because the story alone made it trash, but I still enjoyed myself. That was one of them times where I was really, I want to say that might have been one of my last times I was out there as far as rec, out there playing. Because I don't have a bad 2K because I can always go to franchise mode or my league or whatever the fuck they want to call it and enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? Playing on Superstar because Hall of Fame is some bullshit. I don't know how Chase does it. I do not know. I play on Superstar and enjoy myself, man. And just, because you still get a challenge, but you can still do your thing too. It's a good balance. Matter of fact, Political, all Madden is like that. If you know what you're doing football-wise without the cheese, you can go in. Yeah, you can make, I've had fun doing that. My league stream, that's something I'll look into, definitely. I thought about it, and I would definitely have to change this whole setup. But yeah, definitely thought about that, Randy, when I moved. What was another one he said? Yeah, 2K Modern Warfare 2019. Yeah, it was okay, but it just didn't feel. It was missing something. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't feel like Modern Warfare for real. I don't know what it was. Go ahead and bring. No, I don't try to move teams, but that is something I do, Randy. When I start franchises, in any sports game. I usually try to pick teams who've never won a chip. Yeah, you're right about that, Randy. Modern Warfare gave the casuals everything. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave them everything, and that's how the game played for real. For real. What you call it kind of had like, but they didn't have that. What you call it? Assist count as kills. Like what was that junk called? Cold War. The Mounties. Let me give y'all a quick story about that one. So we were playing. My homeboy Poe that's in here got this Madden junk called Madden Kang. Because we about to Kang, who the Kang. So one year I was using the Chargers. And, off season that went by, I think this is Poe when you had won it. And the Chargers had moved from San Diego to Toronto and became the Mounties and didn't tell me shit. So I just started the free agency period with a whole new team, with a horrible color scheme, a horrible logo. It just went all bad from there. Matter of fact, I got fired after 2 seasons. And I went to Pittsburgh because the name is trash. Because in Madden, Randy and Madden, when you win in the franchise mode, once you win, it's like you can't. Oh, yeah, you can get fired for sure. Matter of fact, Randy, you can get fired for winning. Like I had won so much as far as regular season goes that it got to the point where they were only making me make the playoffs or make the divisional playoffs and stuff like that. Like I didn't have games. No, because you could pick up from like 6 games and up. Yeah, and that was one year I didn't make the playoffs. I went I want to say 9-7. And that's when I got fired and I ended up at Pittsburgh. It was the only time I had been fired in Madden. And I got fired, man. I'm finna be the Doc Rivers of the NFL. Oh, you can, boy. There's no way they'll let you get away with that. Because if you do 4 wins and you do 10, they're going to make you have to pick the divisional. Doc Rivers. Yo, I ain't even going to lie. I hate to say this because he's a black coach, but he might be the most overrated coach in the NBA. I'm sorry, bro. That's when the Doc ain't sauce, bro. I can't lie to you. Doc ain't sauce, bro. Next, we got Seville's questions. Top 5 albums of the year so far. I will be on, like I've said before, this has been a good year for albums. I haven't heard any classics or legendary albums, but they've all been at least cool to good. More than half the album has been good in a lot of projects, and that's The Weeknd, that's Beyonce, FK Twigs. Jack Harlow joint was ass. Like I really enjoyed what they've been dropping this year. And then the Black Thought and Danger Mouse just got dropped the other day. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get on that. It even got down to DJ Premier got like a 5-track EP, and he got like 3 real bangers up there. Cause they got a Rhapsody and Remy Ma song up there. They be going in. They be going in. Harlow, it wasn't what I was expecting. It was okay. Yeah, the West Side Gun album is good. I want to say that Conway album was good as shit too. There's been a lot of good projects, man. And to go outside the rim, Jack White had a good project, man. I want to say like Dirk had a good ass project too. Like it's been some good ass albums all day. I really did it. I like this year. Now I kind of wish I could have got I enjoyed the Kendrick the Earl Ransom album was good too. Yeah. I did enjoy that one. Album of the year. I don't know, man. Album of the year, that's hard. Push album was good as shit too. It's hard for me to do that without the rest of the year, but so far up to this point, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Vince Staples. Ramona Park broke my heart. Yeah, very good storytelling album. For those who don't, if you just he sounds like that cool gangster, California, LA rapper, and you not be paying attention because the flow nice. He be dropping some bars. Yeah, he be dropping some bars. I loved Magic because he went to a place that he hadn't been. Because Vince got a lot of songs, but he ain't got no that West Coast 2 arms up, 2-step with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this album was full of. And that's what I was like looking forward to him. Because he got some good ass projects. And he got some bangers, but you gotta get to the point where you got this with the finger twist. I, I, what's it on a beat? Oh, feeling like I'm floating through the city. Is it magic? Like, that's what I fuck with. So that one was good. And my favorite rapper dropped out something. As far as bars go, is Lupe. Because he dropped another one. And the model of consistency. But then I couldn't, right now, yeah, I would go with Vince as my favorite. I haven't listened to that Black Thought album because I think that's getting ready to push. Thoughts on the 21 Savage statements on guns? I mean, he right. They just don't want to hear that from you. I'll be honest with you, bro. You're right, and you do have the right to say that. But people don't want to hear that shit from you, man. You got some gangsta ass music, my nigga. You got some gangster shit. No Heart was my drop. I just listened to that like 2 days ago. So he was like, Atlanta, we got to do better and put the guns down. Oh, and he got a point. I mean, you do, but unless you have an alternative to, what they actually shooting each other for, then I mean, hey. And like I said, man, with his gangster ass music, people not gonna want to hear that from him. You don't want to hear about child care from you don't want to hear about child care from R. Kelly. You don't want dating relationship advice from Bill Cosby. You don't want marriage advice from OJ. You don't want conflict resolution skills class from Chris Brown. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind it because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though you did it, you can change and you could be a different person and stuff like that. I understand you, but I also understand the masses and know that shit ain't gonna fly, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can take Macking classes from Harvey Weinstein. We gotta ask somebody white in there. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Drug prevention with Ozzy Osbourne. So I mean, what they can say can be 100% right, but just because the individual and what it is, he know what it is. He trying to act like he ain't a nigga. He don't know no better. So, you know what I'm saying? Randy, you gotta go. If I'm gonna do my people, some other people gotta catch some bullets too. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they all gonna get that now. Yeah, y'all all gonna get this work. So that's why they just, he better shut up before he fucking around and get some charges because they locking up everybody in that. Savad also asked, do you think hip hop and R&B is going to make a shift to more of a house dance vibe like what we're seeing with Drake and Beyonce? No, not as far as it being the main thing. I think that time has passed with the Deadmau5 and the Skrillex and all those guys. That time has passed. You won't get that back. I'm just being honest with you. Just looking at the history of music, you're not going to get that back. Just like we're not going to get grunge back. We're not going to get hair metal back. We're not going to get punk rock back. We're not going to, it's a lot of shit. Boom back. And I'm not saying we're not going to get it back like nobody's going to do it. You just won't see it being a part of the masses. Like if somebody has to bring it back, it has to be somebody, I'll be honest with you, it's got to be somebody not black for somebody to bring that genre back. Because it would you see how acceptable everybody was to funk music when Bruno Mars was doing it. And no offense against Bruno Mars, because he grew up listening to funk music. And it's a part of who he is for real, for real. So I ain't never had no problem with it, and I wouldn't say he was culturally appropriating. Now, granted, you're not gonna do as many numbers, but why not just why not give it a try? So unless it's a bigger artist doing it, yeah, preferably somebody not black. I'll be honest. If you want somebody to put out an EDM type album, get Taylor Swift, and then for the next 5 years you'll hear EDM taking another step into the forefront. Thought R&B now, as far as the populace goes, because the hoes have won. In case y'all didn't know that, news flash for everybody: the hoes have officially won. Good question, Savard. I mean, you thought of those for real because he sent them like back at like 1 o'clock. So don't think. Oh, I was gonna call you out about that, Savard. Next, we got the homie iPod King Carter. When I'm gonna put a picture up. See, this how you know people don't be listening, man. I told y'all I'm not investing in shit in this house until I leave, man. I'm not putting no pictures up in there. I'm not paying to put something up just for that, man. Look at this damn wall, man. Hold up, Slide. I got some. When you gonna get some RBG lights? When I move. When you gonna twerk for a donation? Never. You know what? That's why I go to work. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was a popular streamer. I'm gonna make sure I get this money so I won't have to be in no situation where I got to twerk for any damn thing. It's not happening. It's not going down like that. I don't give a flying fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck what the donation is. I don't give a fuck what people doing anything. If you're gonna donate to me thinking I'm gonna twerk, you just lost your money. Gang shit, nigga. I'm from the news, man. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not doing that shit. Now, if anybody else want to do it, more power to you, because that's on you. But Jamal, I ain't doing that shit. Paul, I didn't think yo, do not be bringing that shit up. Will KD go to the Sixers just because he is a friend, because he's friends with Harden? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. No. unless it's a trade and he ain't got no other choice. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. People may put them in the list. Man, ain't nobody trying to go to Philly, bro. Ain't nobody trying to go to Philly, bro. Your fans are horrible. Unless the bag is just something that they can't avoid. Nobody is dealing with them bullshit ass fans. Why do you think people don't want to go to the Knicks? Brunson only went there because that was the biggest bag that he was gonna get. So it's understandable why you would go there. But don't nobody want to go to that fucking bullshit ass franchise, man. You can already tell they'd rather get rid of you than spend the money. I'll be honest. I'm surprised they paid Embiid because I knew they weren't gonna pay Iverson. They just scooted his ass all over to Denver. Like, we even not gonna try to act like Philly ain't do no bullshit. As soon as Charles Barkley got good, y'all got rid of Moses Malone, Maurice Cheeks, and y'all made Dr. J retire early. So Philly is a shitty franchise, not a shitty team. Because I fuck with Philly, but the franchise, y'all gotta tighten this shit up, bro. Why do kids need gloves to make them catches better in football? Should it be considered cheating? No, because back in the 60s and 70s and early 80s, they had stickum, a glue-like substance that people were using to catch footballs. And if you touch the palm of a football glove, it has a glue-like adhesive in there. You know what I'm saying? Slide, chill, bro. Slide, chill, bro. Chill. But yeah, they got like a glue-like adhesive on the inside. If you feel it, you'd be like, yeah, you would notice with those gloves. Which one? You mean the shitty ones or the ones that got cheated? Because the Kings that got cheated, that really diminished their sales. They ain't been the same since. For real. But yeah, they need that for them gloves. I can tell you that right now. Because if they didn't, they would do the shit without them. For real. They wearing the gloves because it helps. For real. And they stylish. And you know how the bros is. We got to be stylish. Boy's goofy ass is in the back, sleep. That was it for Carter. I don't think nobody else on Discord sent me shit. Next question we got from my boy, my homie. Oh yeah, that's what they be doing. They be wasting careers. And if you don't follow the LeBron page, one thing I got to give LeBron credit for, he won't go what you call it. I say it all the time. He was not going to end up like Charles Barkley. He was not going to have all these accolades and people not give him his respects just because he didn't win a championship. We've been trying hard. Us that grew up in the 90s, we are trying hard to keep Charles' legacy alive, bro. Man, Fox, man, I just never wanted them to get drafted there, man. Never wanted Fox to go there, bro. But that's one of my favorite young players, man. I believed early. And I just knew when he went to the Kings, man. I said it's nothing that he gonna be able to do. The Kings wasted my belief. I mean, yeah, the King honored all his contracts. I'll give you that slide. I'll give you that. He didn't, force his way out or nothing like that. But he made the executive decision. Let me go get these rings. Because they not gonna do me like they do Barkley and Ewing and shit like that. So that's where most of that come from. Black Man asked me a question. What did I think of the first episode of Hard Knocks with the Detroit Lions? And also he wanted to know how do I see the NFC North going this year as far as who will finish. Okay, as far as the Hard Knocks, for those who don't know, NFL Films makes great productions. It does not matter what they're doing. They do an extraordinary job out of it. If you can remember back in the late 90s and early 2000s, they probably still do it now. NFL Films used to release at the end of every season a year in review for every team, 30-minute long videos, just giving your team praises and shit like that. And regardless of the record, they found a way to make you get hyped about a team. Your team could have went 4-12 the year before. But I guarantee you, when you watch that video, you said, we're going to make the conference championship the next year. You are the Cincinnati Bengals. You ain't going to do shit. This is before y'all got Palmer. You're not going to do a goddamn thing. So the one thing about Hard Knocks, it's going to be good. And then I saw the speech from the running back at the end of last episode. I feel him. I feel him. Yeah, that's what it was, Po. NFL yearbook will make your team look great. So that's what they already on. And now they're bringing this to a more level, with more graphics and more capabilities. They can make that team look real soft. And I guarantee you be rooting for teams. I don't root for them no more because it was right after the whatchamacallit. It wasn't the first season with Baltimore. I knew Baltimore wasn't going to repeat, but I knew they were going to be competitive, and they were. But then next year with the Dallas Cowboys, I said, ain't no way in hell this team going to win. It ain't no way. So I already knew what it was on that one. Because most of the teams, they barely made the playoffs or do anything. Like, they don't make it to the conference championship like that, for real. So that's why I said, and I remember that Dallas one. I remember that Kansas City one where they were horrible. So I'm going to be honest. The Lions, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry, Slide. Trash. That coach, he ain't got it. He ain't got it, man. He's too old school. He's more of a coordinator or a position coach than he is a head coach. That's the issue right there. Now, I will give them some props because they are adding talent, but when the coaching ain't right, nah, not for real, not 10. I mean, that 8-8, you need 10. You need 10 for most of them because you're going to be the only team in the division to make the jump. So as far as the North goes, I'll go A-Rod, and the Packers at 1. It's A-Rod. I'll be honest with you. The most talented thrower I've seen in my life. Like, he literally does put the ball where only one person can catch it. Jim Caldwell. A Slide, I was talking about him during the coaching carousel at the end of this previous season. And he was the last guy to win a playoff, take the Lions to the playoffs and have a winning record there. And they fired him. So you want to know, it wasn't just Detroit. It was a lot of the front office positions that led Calvin to retire. Same thing with Barry. Barry said he just didn't want to get caught no 10-6 in divisional cycle up there, because they won't invest in the team. So Packers first, the Vikings second. The Vikings could easily take this division. I don't know how with this dynamic offense. It's Kirk. I don't care what nobody say. Kirk just don't be doing it. He puts up great numbers except when it matters. They don't make them. Matter of fact, they made it to the conference championship with Case Keenum. They can't sniff the playoffs with Kirk Cousins. Next, you have the Lions. I will put the Lions at third because they playing with some spunk. Now, I will give y'all this. If y'all were to go like, because it's like 17 games now. So if y'all went like 8-9 or 7-10 or something like that, I would be like, all right, cool. That's where I see the ceiling at for them, for real, for real. Below 5, right below 500. Because, you know, they out there fighting and shit like that. Now, the Bears, it's bad over there. Polo Justin Fields. We getting ready. I don't know if anybody going to watch, but we are sitting here watching a great talent go to literal waste. And I don't know if he'll be able to recover from that stench of this horrible franchise. So that's where we at with the homie black man. Next, we have my father with what are some of your favorite childhood memories? One would be going to the movies with you, Pops, or going to pick up like a video game or something like that, because you never let me know. My Pops never let me know what we were doing. I'm getting ready to go somewhere. You want to go? And that was, you know, where we going? And he just say out. So I got to risk it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not missing the chance to, you know, go do some cool shit if I can. You know, with that one, watching my nephew grow up, I'm 10 years older than him. So I'm still 10. So that's still a childhood memory. And watching him grow up, that was funny. With moms, it would be, 99 cent 2 days, that video update, that was always the plug. Because my pops was a gamer too, so he was going to get shit for the both of us. With moms, it would be going out to restaurants. Yeah, he just called out memory, yo. But going to restaurants with moms, because moms would always go to places that, you know, I wasn't used to, or, you know, weren't that really popular and stuff like that. Like, we won't go into Applebee's and nothing like that. Nah. He was going to like mom and pop restaurants and stuff like that. So that was always cool. And listening to music with my sister, because we got the same taste as far as most of our music. She didn't get into rock and roll like that, but as far as rap, R&B, pop music, and all that, and reggae, yeah. I guarantee you right now, if you play Sweet Teas on the Smooth Tip right now, we'll both dance. Like, it ain't shit. Now, the homie Dane, rest in peace, man. We were leaving my crib to go down to my homie Tito house, and we had 2 dogs next door, Humphrey and Kelly. Humphrey was a horny-ass little terrier, and no, Kelly was the little terrier. Humphrey was the child, and like, Kelly would hump on Humphrey just anytime, like not even like in a sexual position, like on the top of his head, the side of his body, one of his legs, like he was humping on it like it was whatever. So we was leaving and they broke out the fence, and I was like, because I never ran from a dog for real, for real. Yeah, it was some white people that stayed next door. I can't remember the dude's name, but I remember the kids, Kathleen and Ian. Ian was the biggest 2-year-old I have ever seen in my life. That was a big little dude. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was playing football or something like that right now. Like, that was a big kid. Like, he had the big head and everything. Like, he was. But the fence, they broke out. Humphrey and Kelly broke out the fence, and I've never ran from a dog for real, for real. So I stood there and I was just walking, and my boy Dane picked up a stick, like a big ass stick, like this big, and he went to swing it, and he was like, "Back the fuck up!" And he swung the stick, and it broke in mid swing, so he just left with the twig in his hand. Oh man! And matter of fact, right after they did that, we had laughed so hard that the dogs just went back home. They ain't even chase us no more. Because Tito, Monte, Terrence, and Chuck, they booked. They ran and hopped the fence faster than them up. So that was that one. That boy, my boy Juice out here, man. He bringing them up, bro. That's crazy, man. Oh man, was this one on? Okay. Matter of fact, since this fool in here bringing bringing up stuff, let's go to Ted Juice Man questions. What era was best in music? I don't know, man. That's difficult, man, because it affects people in different ways and different manners. You figure you use the rock and roll from the 50s and the 60s and what blueprint that laid for like other genres of music. I'm gonna have to go. My favorite one, I'm not gonna say best, but my personal favorite, late 80s, early 90s, followed by late 2000s, early 2010s. Yeah. So for the late 80s to the early 90s, I was just explaining this to my homie Black Man the other day because I think he asked me along the lines of the same question. With the late 80s to early 90s, every genre was fighting to be number one. They were all fighting. They were all trying to be the one. You had rap trying to do their thing with Nas and Biggie and Tupac, the Death Row era, and Jay-Z coming out at the tail end, and just all that stuff. Then you had the R&B. Babyface was trying to kill it out there with Tony Braxton, Boyz II Men. You still had Whitney. Mariah Carey played the R&B pop field the same. You had your Celine Dion's and your Kate Bushes. You had them. You had Madonna still out there popping, doing her thing. You still had George Michaels. You had grunge music. Nirvana broke through the goddamn fold like like breaking through the paper at a pep rally. Nirvana just broke through like it won't shit. You still had Guns N' Roses. You still had Aerosmith. Some of the hair bands from then, like they were still doing their thing. Bon Jovi. You had your white people shit, your Ace of Base, your Hanson. I love Umba. Like all of these genres was fake. Four non-blondes, and it's just so many different genres were fighting for number one as far as albums and singles, man. It was just a crazy time, bro. It was just crazy. And for the late 2000s, early 2010s, it was the chances people were taking. They were taking a lot of chances with music because stuff had started to get a little monotonous or whatever. I'll give it that because I fuck with all them artists. Eric B. and Rakim, Boogie Down. Slick Rick is one of my favorite rappers. Nobody. Slick Rick got a style all his own. When you copy Slick Rick, everybody will know. So he's one of those most unique artists. But you forgot Big Daddy Kane, who I thought was one of the best in the 80s section. LL was cool. LL did his thing until that something like a phenomenon era, and that shit just got out of hand. What era was the best in sports? It's kind of like the gift and the curse because you get both from like different stuff. Like in the 90s, I like as far as I'm gonna just break it down per sport. In the NFL, I liked that 3 yards in a cloud of dust, running back, hard nose, smash mouth football shit. But I also enjoy today's with the aerial attack and all that other stuff. I'm gonna get to that, Poe. In the NBA, because they weren't as skilled, they had to grind for all those buckets. Like scoring a bucket in the 90s was rough, bro. It was rough. Scoring the buckets in them early to mid 90s, it was rough. Very. So you can see because the team, like even in like 2003, Detroit winning the championship. They were the last run of that shit for real. But I also like nowadays with the skill. And you can clearly see, like, and with the exposure of it, you get to see Sauce like that. Because in the 90s, it would have had to been like a certain situation. You would actually have to, wait until they play somebody good before you could see Sauce. Because somebody like Mitch Richmond, who was dying in Sacramento, people weren't really trying to see him on TV, but Mitch Richmond was doing his thing. Mitch was out there hooping. Early Garnett, Spreewell at Golden State. Like, if they're nowadays, you don't have to, work as much to see them. So I like the access of the game. I like the skill. They a lot nicer now, which isn't a problem. The league takes on the personality of the lead dog. If you the best player in the league, that's what they carry on. If you think the NBA was rough and rugged like Jordan was, not giving a fuck and all that other stuff, Jordan wasn't that much of an asshole where he still hung out with players from other teams. It just wasn't a thing that they put out in public like that. Because they would go and hang out before and after games and all that shit. So they were doing the same shit. So, and baseball, Roy there. I ain't got no offense to baseball now. I mean, they skillful, but then they be sauce, man. But other than Trout, man, I don't know, bruh. And Judge, because Judge on roids too. But I'm sorry, man. For baseball, we came from a different era, man. The Ken Griffey's, the Barry Bonds, the Randy Johnsons, and Ken and Randy didn't use no steroids because they stayed the same physique for a long time. Even somebody like Ichiro, who was at the tail end of the steroid era. And I mean, and it's hard to beat the steroid era because we're literally watching superheroes play baseball. And baseball was so void of fans because the NFL was taking over that anybody who was hitting a home run, they was watching them. We knew who could hit home runs in the MLB during the steroid era. The long list of them. The NHL, it's kind of like lower of what the NBA is, because I will say that today's players are a little bit more skilled as far as hockey, but the rules have changed. So it's definitely not as physical as it used to be. Because Connor McDavid would be good, but they would be hitting, Chelios and them would be hitting the shit out of his little ass. They was cutting games to go to the home run chase. Yeah. That's what they was doing at that time. They was like when they got past like 30 home runs, when they got to like 35, they were watching everybody. Let's go and see Craig Biggio bat. Let's watch Andres Galarraga. Let's go. They was going after everybody, man. What is Andrew Jones doing? Albert Bell. But hockey, I need that old school, man. And goalies ain't goalies like that no more, bro. Goalies ain't goalies like that no more, man. I came up in the Brodeur, Hasek, Osgood era, man. I came up in the era where goalies was taking over the whole game. Like, you not getting no buckets out here. And so many good teams in today's hockey don't have good goalies. It's just crazy. It's just weird to see. And boxing, because Terrence, you did ask that question. Boxing was better in the late 80s, early 90s. So much better. You was getting every fight that you wanted, you got. Every fight that you wanted. Tiger era in golf, yeah. Tiger era in golf. We'll never get that again. That era was the Tiger era was so monumental to golf. They'll never be able to let it go. They can't. They'll never be able to get as many fans unless they bring on another one. Y'all gonna have to make that in the lab. There's too many scores, yeah, because the rules have changed in NHL slides, so you know what it is. You're an enthusiast. Who do I feel in the NBA that doesn't get enough credit? The dudes who ain't win no championships. The dudes who don't win you know who get more respect? The dudes who get hurt. That holy trinity of dudes who get hurt, Grant Hill, T-Mac, Derrick Rose. Who's another one that fucked up? I'll even put like Paul George and Michael Redd in that. I mean, that part. Danny Granger and Michael Redd in that part. I'll put them there too. Greg Oden, like those dudes that get hurt, they get a lot more love than a Patrick Ewing. I'll tell you that right now. Pat don't get no love. Barkley don't get no love. Another injured player that was sauce, Brandon Roy. When you just leave without no chip, you just leave without no chip. That's just all there is to it. Now, players from your era will respect you, but because you didn't win any championship, they can't consider you in that fold. Now, I kind of do like the players after that because a lot of players have respect for Allen Iverson and they know what it is, but they don't get that same pass to Barkley and stuff like that. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of players that don't. It's some currently because they play at horrible franchises. If you play at a horrible, see that's the difference. When you were good, they will put you out there. They would if you was good, they would put you out there. So they didn't have any other choice. The Kings made us go watch them. Dallas made us go watch them. Because in the early to mid 90s, the Kings in Dallas was trash. Dirk got there. Don Nelson changed the whole thing with Nash and Finley. Chris Webber got over to Sacramento, changed that whole thing around. Like, we used to see teams get changed. Milwaukee wasn't shit, but when they added Big Dog and Ray Allen and Sam Cassell, it turned into somebody you wanted to see. You can get that now, but yeah, I don't give a fuck who it is. I love De'Aaron Fox. I ain't watching no Kings games. I'm lying. I'm gonna watch the Kings, and they got the homie Sabonis too. Slide black ass ain't asked me no questions. Fuck him. Let's go to the homie P. My homie P Chandler. Top 3 athletes I seen in person. Number 1, it's always gonna be Allen Iverson. He dazzled me as a child on the football field. I don't like going nowhere because Anthony, because like drug dealers and rappers used to use him for security in the offseason and shit like that. Anthony Mason he was out there, bro. But Allen Iverson will always be one. Watching him play on the football field was amazing. Number 2, gotta be Ronald Curry. As far as high school goes, I've rarely seen anybody with that combination of running ability and passing ability. Curry was like that. And the 3rd, Percy Harvin. Around here in our city, we have a team called Hampton High. They've won a lot of district championships and a lot of state championships. So when they went to play Percy Harvin and them at his high school, damn, I can't remember the name of his school all of a sudden. It was black. They had the Eagles colors. Damn, I can't remember where Percy went to school at. Damn, I'm slipping. But his team came down to Hampton to play Hampton High in the scrimmage. Now, I watched him catch a screen. Like the quick hitch jump where the wide receiver on the line and then he just turned. Lansdowne, that's the name of it. Lansdowne came to Hampton to play a scrimmage. And he ran a stop route. Like, all he did was turn to the left, catch the ball. And this was a scrimmage, so they was playing. There was no kickoff, so they were starting on the 20. So he turned, caught the ball, ran down the sideline 80 yards for a touchdown. Nobody touched him. And that's when I was like, oh shit. I'm seeing something I ain't seen before. This is supreme sauce right here. This crazy right here. I'm gonna see him on Saturdays. I knew that for certain. And one non-VA athlete, Kelly Oubre, because I saw him at the Nike EYBL, and watching him play basketball, he did it all in the half that I watched. Because I caught him at the second half, him and the Houston Hoops. I forgot who they were playing. It wasn't the Mac Irvin Fire. It was Chicago Mean Streets. That's who they was playing. And he was hooping. He was doing it all. Like, I saw him hit the in and out on somebody, get to the lane, finish. I saw him finish with the tomahawk jam over everybody. I caught him blocking shots. I caught him ripping people, getting rebounds, dropping assists, like setting people up, everything. Like, he was hooping. I didn't know that motherfucker wouldn't do all this shit in the league. Fucking Kelly Oubre, bro. What's my favorite two Patrice O'Neal moments? Number one is Elephant in the Room, his special that he had on Comedy Central, because they made a big deal out of it. They had been promoting it. It was going to be prime time on Saturday and everything. And I knew the world was getting ready to see what I had been enjoying for, about 5 or 6 years for a while. What's up, Bernie? So when he did Elephant in the Room and when he did the Charlie Sheen roast for Comedy Central, and he had written material, but he never went to it because they had been fucking with him all night. He called Captain Kirk. Damn, what's the dude's real name? Captain Kirk. Damn, what's dude's name? He said Captain Kirk was an asshole, and he didn't think he would be that racist. And he's only mad because he said his hair plugs look like black girls' pussy hair. Anthony Jeselnik was a comedian. Yeah, William Shatner. Anthony Jeselnik was a comedian, and he said he's nothing in my world, in the comedy world. He said he's a middle. He's nothing. He said he looked like a medieval restaurant waiter. He told Steve-O, your sober life stinks. He didn't like how comfortable white people were around Mike Tyson. Like Patrice was like, he said fuck the paper and was going at everybody. He told damn, what's the name of the dude that always do the roast? Jeff Ross. He said he's a legend in the comedy world, but it's like a Loch Ness Monster legend. Nobody's seen it, so we don't know what it is. Like, he was trashing all of them. He said Seth from Family Guy, he stinks because he doesn't have a partner, and he should admit he's gay because no straight man write that many musicals in a show. Like, he was just going up there sniping, man. That's why I liked it. Like, the Elephant in the Room was his comedy genius. The roast was just him just being a funny mother, because that's what he was known for that whole time. Like, being a mean person. Like, this is the same dude who tried to get Kevin Hart to shut up on Politically Incorrect. And won't that the show with Colin Quinn? Yeah. He grabbed Kevin Hart and sat him on his knee and made him act like a ventriloquist dummy. Like, this is that, yeah, he was that dude, man. I seen him ruin it all, man. I seen him just go at people's necks. But those are my two favorite ones, and that's my favorite comedian. The next big comedian in my eyes, I can't lie to you, Paul. I'm a comedy connoisseur, so even if it's somebody that's real funny, like, I know, like Kelly K-Dub from Memphis by way of from Atlanta by way of Memphis. Every time I've seen K-Dub on stage, he's always been funny. Like when he was first on the Bad Boys of Comedy, and he was talking about when they got the automatic checker at the grocery store and how he tried to steal shit and the checker was talking shit. Boom, put the meat back, motherfucker. Boom, I saw you steal the wrong size batteries. Like, he was funny as shit then up until pandemic where he got the hash brown joke. Y'all don't know about nothing about the hash brown joke? Y'all let me know if y'all need that. I will link y'all that. The hash brown joke, yeah, this like that. So him, but I know he's not gonna blow up. Black Ron is a very good comedian. Ray Grady's a very good comedian. Sidney Castillo. But the one I think is actually gonna blow up is Ali Sadiq. I think he getting ready to go on. He getting ready to be white people famous in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna link you to two hash browns, but Ali Sadiq got it because you figure he just released his special this year, and he got like 3.5 million views already, and that just lets you know people watching the shit out of it. They are on it, bro. Now I got YouTube Premium. Is it free? There's somebody without YouTube Premium. Check and see if the Domino Effect special is actually free, because it might have just. I think it is. I don't think that's something that's through YouTube. I think that's just him. He released a special where he didn't. It won't no breaks in laughter. He had me dying the whole. Oh, see, it's free, and he got 3.5 mil right now. It's a lot of comedians that put out specials that don't do that in a few months. And for him to do that, and then he ends up on Joe Rogan's podcast, he's on Theo Von's, like he's in the white comedic world too. So it's only a matter of time because he's just that talented where he could just tell stories amazingly. He's one of the best storytellers I've seen in comedy, easily in the top 5 that like that. And I just started watching him maybe about 3 or 4 years ago because I watched the This Is Not Happening where he told the story about Mitchell and Mexicans got on boots. Yeah. Who got next in R&B sauce? As far as the masses go, I really do think I want to say. Well, he forgot like yeah, he trash, man. I want to block him so bad right now. Yo, I want to block him so bad, yo. What up? What up, 3MG? But who I think got next? One person I think that could have next in the R&B world is Don Toliver. As far as talent goes, and as far as having an ear for music, he's up there. But I don't think Travis gonna let him get bigger than him. I think that's gonna hold him back. Steve Lacy is getting ready to be like the artistic type dude, like Frank Ocean. He not gonna come out with stuff, with a bunch of stuff, but he gonna put his imprint on things like writing here, production here, little 5-track EP. But once I seen that Kanye was fucking with him, you already know the Kanye stands just gonna be coming in droves, so he gonna do that. But to be honest with you, it'll be a minute. It's gonna have to take a really exceptional. It's gonna have to take a really exceptional nigga to take the R&B baton from Chris Brown, because I don't think that I don't see nobody on the horizon right now that will be that big. Let's not forget how big Chris was. Now we heard the Ryan Clark statement about he's the most talented. I don't agree with that, but I always fuck with Chris. The one thing I can't say is he is a legend in this game, and he is the flag bearer for R&B right now, especially on the male side. The females is really fighting over it right now, and whichever one can wipe themselves up the most is probably gonna get it. Between SZA, Summer Walker, then you got the loud singing chicks like Kali Uchis, Georgia Smith, Snow Allegra, Aiko. So they battling over there because they still got old hoes like Mary J. Blige coming in there, still putting up numbers on too. You seen the jump she had with Fab? She was looking quite good. See you, Mary. But right now, the queen of R&B and they all fighting for a position they can't get. And that would Beyonce still putting out shit. You better go be the underground king out there. you better be Lil Flip. You better be the underground king. Because as far as the mainstream goes, she got that shit on lock. I think The Weeknd plays with too many different genres, so I won't, technically keep him as R&B. He's more of a pop dude. I mean, he hasn't really Shatner. Yo, man, shut the fuck up, Slide. God damn, yo, I'm trying to do the show, man. This nigga will never get another invite. But I don't know, man. As far as who got next, I don't know. Chris got it, and he's had it for a while, so I don't see nobody, bro. But like I said, it's gonna have to take an exceptional individual to get that one. Next, we got Goo. Goo asked me a bunch of questions too. We can't make music. Get ready for pretty much. That's what. That was a great analogy. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't even be mad at that. His first question: what are your goals for the next 5 years? Other than be alive, I know that's like kind of the thing, but hey, I still want to be around this month in 5 years. I don't have nothing going on. I'm not in the streets and nothing like ain't nobody threatening my life and nothing like that. I'm already in the gym, so them little poundages is coming down. I got to lose weight, so that's what I'm on right now. I'm not making it no other option. So that's what I'm doing in the next 5, just to be more comfortable with finding another field to work in. That's the only goal. Finding something I actually like and don't mind for real, for real. I ain't even gonna cap with you. I ain't really gotta like it. As long as the people are decent and the bag is all right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm not playing Call of Duty with y'all. Do y'all know how sweaty y'all are? That's one of the reasons we got 3MG in here. My homie Ricky. One of the reasons I disappeared from playing, man. Hey, I'm not that dude no more, man. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to bed, man. I'm not gonna put the hours in that I need to be a sweat. And most of y'all motherfuckers is sweats. Have y'all, man? I'm telling you, in the Discord, especially in Chase's Discord, they fighting over platinum in games over there. They trying to see who can do it first. Platinum a game? You think I give a fuck at this point? Hell no. I would be getting fucked up. No, that's different. You a Call of Duty type dude. You will be fine in them lobbies. Trust me. You'll be fine. You'll be one of them dudes that they respect. For anybody who want to know, my boy Dose in here, O'Neal, he damn near on that flip level. Like, he nice in Call of Duty. Who's the new lady friend? I ain't got nothing. I'm talking to a couple of ladies, but I really no, I ain't really got nothing going on. I'm really just trying to focus on just doing what I got to do at work, keeping people from getting on my goddamn nerves. I got the Vegas trip next year with the Chestnut homies. And then after that, I'm going to try to be finding a job that's in another field because, like I told y'all, this food shit for the birds. I'm fucking done. So I ain't got no lady friends right now. I'm kind of just focusing on me now. I still talk to them because I got an affliction. I got to talk to them and I got to flirt. So I got to make sure I get my medicine from that so I can be all right. Do I wish for a better future or a changed past? I'll go with a better future. Yeah. Because the people from the past, they at least get a glimpse of what's, you know what I'm saying? They at least get a glimpse of improvement before they leave here, for the most part. But I would much rather, for me personally, I want to make sure the world is all right for the youngins right now. I want shit to be cool when it's their turn. Because, I mean, it may not be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect people, so there's not going to be a perfect world, so don't even think like that. That's just me personally. You can if you want to, but that's just not me. But I'd much rather these kids have it all right. Because I've had my fun. Everything I've wanted to do in life, I've done it. All right, so I'm cool. It's time for somebody else to start having these wonderful experiences in life, and I hope everything just, I would always hoping for a better future. Glocks, XDs, Glocks, Glocks easily, man. Glocks easily. I don't know why you asked this question. I have no idea why you asked this question, but I'm gonna answer it, and you better not feel no type of way about it. He asked me my top 7 friends list. Number 1 is O'Neal Dose. That's my best friend. We've been best friends since we were 9, and that's just the way it's gonna be. Next would have to be I'm gonna have to go Tito at 2. Tito has been through here, has been around. He made up for lost time because Tito left in like 2000, like not too long after graduation to go. Nigga, don't do that, yo. Don't chill the fuck out, bro. Next would be Tito because we made up for the lost time when he went into the military and he got stationed in California. But when he came back and what was it, 2012? Yeah, when he came back in 2012, we just picked up like it ain't been nothing, man. He's still the petty asshole he always been, and that's my age right there. Next, I would have to go Black Man Joe. Because of who he is, he will put himself in that situation. If you hang around with Black Man enough, y'all gonna have deep conversation. It's no way around it. That's just the way it is. If you hang around Joe, that's just what it's gonna be because he's that much of a thinker. That's 3. 4, Reese, because we've been real tight since since he graduated from college for real. Or maybe when he started going to college. Yeah, that was right around then. Because we was cool, but he was so much into so much shit going in high school that we fuck with each other. But I hung out more with his brother Marcel than I did with him. So I give it that. And we made it up for that. We've been, rocking real tough since we became adults and stuff like that. And his wife respect me. So I give it that. She don't think I'm a manhole like everybody else. I had to get that out. I said it last week, but it must continue. Fifth, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with old black ass slide in here. Black ass slide in here, man. That's my ace right there. We ain't had some real ass talks, man. Yeah. And when it comes to shit, it's not just album sauce. Yeah, just music sauce in general, fashion in general. Because I don't try to pull off the shit that he pulls off because I know that's just him. That's his realm. But I do know about the shit ahead of time. Like, yeah. I be knowing I know what's going on when he talking about he getting ready to do this, that, and the third. That was fifth. Six, I'm gonna have to go Rome. Rome was looking out, man. Not even in a financial thing like that. No, just being a friend. Doing some rough ass patches, bro. Like just like during some real rough ass patches, bro. Like he was there. He was looking out. He was checking on me, man. He was real ace type. And I guess the last spot, since I'm grown and I told you weren't gonna like it. The last person is Pops. No, Breeze. My nephew has been my best friend since he's been around. It's not even like a uncle and a nephew relationship. We like brothers, man. That's been my best friend, like for real. And y'all lucky that I only wanted to keep it to humans, because a couple of you niggas would have been behind Boy. Tell me a story from 2016. This nigga gonna make me think. So I got to get back to the air. Let me get back to the sauce. So 21, we just started the job. 22 was COVID-19, and 18 was Stanley Steamer. Then it was Papa John's, and then before Papa John's, 2016. Well, that one I was working at Fort Eustis, right? I want to say I was working at Fort Eustis. Yeah, 2016. One of my best moments was probably hanging at your crib for real, Goo. At the time, when I had broke up with with Ashley, I really had to refine shit to do because we had been, taking up each other's time so much, hanging out together so much that I had to go refine shit to do. That's why I randomly called you after that. I randomly called you that day and asked for your address and went by there, and Goo just had the fun crib. We was over there chilling, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes fueled off chemicals. I had just finished school too, so I just had time. Yeah. No, I didn't finish school. I was in my last semester, which my last class, which I didn't have to be present for anything. I just had to answer emails and just like write, my experiences from working at my job. And I just did that. That was cool. Like, yeah, 2016 was cool. It was cool. I want to say, yeah, my nephew was still living here. Yeah, it was a fun time. It was a real fun time. Like I didn't have I didn't even have to have no like depressing or like no sad moment after I broke up with her, because I filled it up with shit to do automatically. I didn't like the way things ended, but it's whatever. It's just what happens. But the homies just helped that smooth over. And everybody was up that way anyway. Poe was up there, Beezy was up there. People I had been on the mic with the whole damn time anyway. What you call it was up there, Shag and Justo. So most of the people was up there. Now, if it was 10, Goo, you would make 10 easily. Yeah, you would make 10 real easy. That wouldn't be no problem. Let me see what else we got. Red or blue? Ironically, blue. I'll be honest with you. As a matter of fact, I got a I got a blue headband on right now. Blue is more socially acceptable. When I've gone out in the streets, when I'm wearing blue, I'm cool. Every time I've worn red, I get the question, bro. Especially depending on where I'm at. I'm gonna get the question, man. I don't know why. Man, whoever's the PR department for the color red, y'all got to do better, bro. This shit is trash, bro. Yeah, everybody, you just can't wear one color and everybody think you a gang member, man. This shit is sad, bro. Like, get y'all shit back together. He said, could you ever switch from Xbox to PS5 as the main console? If the homies is, that's what it's all about. We pick consoles. Hey, yo, G, let me talk to you real quick. Yo, man, that's not fact. That's fucked up, bro. Because I'm not a part of no gang, man. And we had them like that in the city at one time, but that shit kind of like changed, bro. Because they cracked down on that. I want to say we had RICO cases go through this motherfucker. So it kind of changed. So it ain't gangs like that for real, for real. And I'll only switch. It all depends on what the homies are doing. If you notice, that's where I've been. Like, if you notice, all my consoles are based on my IRL friends. 360, and those got a 360. Let me go ahead and get one of them. Because before, after, I was on all the damn consoles up to PS2. Because I had a PS2 and a GameCube, but I didn't have an Xbox because I was like, man, this is enough. I'm doing all right working my job and being able to maintain with two consoles. I'm not bringing in a third just to play NBA, Inside Drive, and, and all that other shit. So wherever the homies at is where I'm at. Because you figure, I bought PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, and still bought the 360 when the home, because that's where the homies was at. Windows or Apple, I don't care. As long as they work, I'll be honest. I'm not that much of a tech guy where I could pick sides on that one. Nah, that ain't. Whichever work. If you get out the shower clean, how does your towel become dirty? Because the water is. Especially once you done got like, you know how they say your body, you can never wipe off all the cells off your body. It's virtually impossible for you to wipe all the dirt off your body. As far as dirt goes, you'll never be 100%. So the towel's dirty because it's cleaning up all the residue, all the shit that's running down off your body, all the shit that you got going on up there. So, but I don't go that. I mean, I ain't. That's a question that shouldn't be that deep. That is, because it don't matter. I use it, wash it every week, wash my towels there. I'm switching every week, so I'll be cool. My skin ain't that bad, for real, for real. My shit decent. It's all nice and smooth and stuff. Now, don't mind the scars, all right? Because I'm a man. And at one time, I was a boy. And if we know anything about boys, they fuck up, they fall down, they trip, they break shit. And the fucked up part is, some of this shit come from as an adult. This one right here, this bad motherfucker right here, was in 2016 when somebody opened the oven door on my arm. So. Am I still thinking about going back? Yes. I'm still waiting on this extension from the GI Bill. I need something longer than 6 months because that's all they're giving me. So I'm trying to go for like another year. I'm trying to get a year out of them instead of 6 months. Man, I ain't worried about that. Now I'll get some food when I'm done because I think I only got like 2 more people left. I think it's Prince and Reese after this because I still ain't got no messages on Discord. So I'm pretty sure. It ain't no. I'm pretty sure I won't be getting any anytime soon. Yeah, but I am thinking about going back to school. I don't want to leave this life without knowing how to read music for real. I want to learn how to read music, and I want to master an instrument before I leave this earth. Appreciate that, Goo. Where's Prince. The first question he asked is, why is DeJounte Murray torturing Paolo? I got no clue, bro. From what I heard, Paolo was flexing on being the number 1 overall pick. And DeJounte, I can understand him doing the move and embarrassing the shit out of him to let him know, bitch, you just a pick. I'm an all-star in this league. So I can understand that. But everything after that, I don't know. He said NFL Rookie Award predictions. Right off the top, without even looking, I'll probably go Olave with the Saints. He's got a lot of opportunities to do a lot. What's the best NBA offseason move this offseason? To be ironic, the shit been kind of dead. And the best move has probably been Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. He helps. He eases up so Cat don't got to play. Like if they play in Embiid, Cat ain't even got to deal with that. That's all Gobert, man. And he might get chewed up, but Cat ain't got to deal with it. So, you know, his arms don't hurt when he got to go off the ring. But that's been the best one for real. And it's R&B dead. R&B will never die. And we are fortunate enough to be in this social media, internet era where you can just catch some sauce like it ain't nothing. It's nothing. I just randomly looked up shit. Just randomly. That's how you get, you know, your Don Tollivers, and then you get your Masegos, and then you get your Thundercats. Because there's a lot of R&B artists you do know. But I'm gonna say it's gonna have to take, like I said earlier, we're gonna take the baton in R&B after Chris. It's gonna have to be an exceptional individual. You're gonna have to be able to sing, dance, and act, because Chris done set the bar so goddamn high. So it's gonna take a lot of work. Singing won't be able to do it. Then it's gonna have to be somebody that's a star for real. So they'll never die. But as far as it being popular, the number one thing, nah. Because I can easily name you a bunch of rappers that could be next. That's just doing numbers. You can look at the double XL cover. You might not fuck with the artist, but I can guarantee you more than half of them doing numbers. And some of them are all right. Shout out to Big Scar and Big 30 from the last list. Cochise, it's a couple of them I fuck with up there. I really fuck with Big Scar, though. I've really been on some ignorant Memphis shit this week, too. I'm talking about all the way back from DJ Skinny Pimp, Thomas Wright III, Spanish Fly, early 3-6 Mafia, just all the way through. Children of the Corn, all that shit, all the way up to now with Scar 30, Duke Deuce, everything. Yeah, it's been. We might have to soften up our music for this week. And last but not least, this ain't last. I got a quick one from Chuck Mosley. Look at who they promote. Yeah, like the double XL cover lets you know who they promoting at the time. And as far as R&B goes, they don't do that much promoting. Because it shouldn't be that many artists as big as Anderson .Paak. As talented as he is, as good as the music, he shouldn't have to go and do songs with Bruno Mars to up his popularity. It should have already been there. Now I ain't mad at it, and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. But I mean, come on. I'll be acting like they don't know what the hell going on. Mosley asks, is this Buffalo year? Any other time it probably would, but y'all got a gauntlet to go through, man. Miami just got better. I don't know if anybody noticed, but that's still a top 5 defense from last year that didn't lose shit, and they added pieces on offense. I'm not saying they're going to be all that, but they definitely a threat now. Baltimore's healthy. Joe Shiesty over there at Cincinnati. Who knows what can happen? Cleveland still got a top 5 defense and a top 5 running game. So, I mean, hey. And who knows what'll go down with Pittsburgh. All they got to do is have the quarterback not fuck up. You still got Tennessee. Derrick Henry's back and healthy. And that AFC West is a motherfucker. Like, I ain't never seen nothing of this caliber. 4 Pro Bowl caliber quarterbacks in one division, yo. That's crazy, bro. See, y'all trash, man. How you gonna? It's always the silly motherfuckers. How you gonna be texting in the chat up here and text me? You know, Ray Ray got your boy out there stealing car stereos and he cheating them too. He got a new house for Ray Ray, new car for Ray Ray. Next, I got my nephew Breeze. Said, what is the next season of Roast Me coming out? They currently in the current season, man. You might just have to fuck around and subscribe to the YouTube channel because they still do like Roast Me Live and all that shit. He ain't going nowhere. How do I feel about the movie? Nope. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. Hold up, man. I got some shit. My hair is standing out in the wrong section. That shit was on the Frederick Douglass side of the game. I got to whip this shit up, man. I had the Cade Cunningham earlier, man, but this is my curl dried up. I don't know nothing about Nope. And, I'll watch it sooner or later. It's an interesting thing. I fuck with Jordan Peele. The more black people we can get in Hollywood, the better. Even if it stinks, I don't give a shit. Will Katie stay at the Nets or leave again? Who knows? Who cares? I just want to see. Just let me know where he's going so I can watch him play basketball. What will the Raiders do this upcoming season? I hope they survive because I cannot lie. All Denver needed was a quarterback. All the Chargers needed was a defense. And as long as Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid is on the team, they're going to be a threat. So if we can break even this year, I ain't got no problems. I'm not expecting a lot. It's going to be tough money. And I'm glad the team went out there and made the proper moves so we can compete. So, and maybe we'll beat a couple of teams' ass this year because I'm telling you, man, we have been playing it so close. Man, what did we have? 11 wins or so, 10 or 11 wins or something like that, man. All of them was close, down to the wire. Man, I ain't got time to be, and we ain't got time to be, grabbing our hearts and perspiring and shit. Like, we ain't got time for all them close games, man. Beat somebody ass here and get this shit over with. You can make the important ones close, but winning in the first 4 weeks, man, everybody win them games. How do you see Ja Morant's season progressions, and what does it mean for the Grizzlies? If Ja healthy, Ja out there, and Ja balling, that's just all there is to it. He gonna do his thing whenever he out there on the court. He's gonna need the other ones to step up and get it together. Dylan Brooks won't hit and shit. Bane got hurt, so you cut him a break. Some of the other guys off the bench was doing their thing. Like Brandon Clark was okay. He gonna have to step it up. We need a little more. Same thing with Tyus Jones, and we definitely need. I need a 20-10 season from Jaren Jackson. I don't give a fuck at this point. Now, I didn't believe in nothing like that, but I knew the homie could hoop, and I like this game. But we ain't waiting no more, bro. That whole class, we not waiting no more. Y'all don't have time to be waiting no more. Trae Young and Luka have already taken off. Even Colin Sexton had fucked around and had a 20-point season. So Ayton, Bagley, Jaren Jackson, Wendell Carter, Mo Bamba, get y'all shit together. Michael Porter, you better be healthy this year. I'm not fucking playing. If you're not, sit your goofy ass down. If you are, go out here and get these buckets. But they will only go, the Grizzlies will only go as far as Ja can take them. And if everybody else don't step their game up, they're not going to go that far. Will Bryce be better than Bronny? He's already bigger than him. So it already looks like it's getting ready to be that way, yo, for real, man. Because I ain't even going to lie. I watched Bronny, and he ain't nothing but Jeffrey Jordan. Jeffrey Jordan had the exact same game, just a little shorter. Not saying he can't hoop, because Bronny can definitely come in there and be a backup point guard on some Tyus Jones and shit, especially after he, get the college weight room in him and he get, some coaching from, yeah. And Pop's got his back. Is monkeypox a scare tactic? Yes. They're always going to be. They're always going to be. There are always going to be scare tactics. It's something that they want you to buy, that they need some money in, because, the powers that be, that you got to be a part of. Yeah, it's some nice cats out there, man. Yeah, there's some nice youngins out there hooping, doing their thing. Cause like I told the homie Paul, I'm reserving my belief for about 5 years. The last players I believed in was this goddamn 2021 draft class, and them couple of them. That's all. So the next 5, y'all got it, bro. I'm not putting no belief, man, because it's too much. It's too much. I got belief in Cade, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes. Like, like I like these dudes in high school as far as their game. And I just say, and it already showed, Scotty Barnes won Rookie of the Year. Just, by doing his skill set. He ain't even improved yet. So that's where I reserved my joint from. But it's a lot of sauce. The league, like I said, it's never going to be a problem. As far as the NFL and the NBA goes, you don't have to worry about it. The talent pool is just going to keep continuing to climb. It's just all there is to you not going to run out of shit. Even though a position may not be at a premium, like a pass first point guard ain't going to be all that. But if he sauce, they'll find a place for him. Just like a running back who don't have receiving skills. You ain't going to play the whole game. But in these short yardage situations, they need that fall forward pack. All right. And last but not least, I got my homie Reese, who hit me with the question on this. He even put this shit in the night. Like, this is, he even put this shit like, he wrote this shit as a notebook. Oh, yeah, I got one more after this. One more. How well did Marvel do bringing the comics to the big screen? An extraordinary job. Couldn't have did anything better. They'll be having money hand over fist. They did it perfectly. Where does Crit rank amongst artists in his class? Me and the 223 homies, we really fuck with Big Crit. Been a fan since the jump. All the way from back to, I forgot what it is, but what is this class? His double XL class is Big Crit, Meek Mill, Sci-Hi the Prince, Little Twist, Yellow Wolf, Fred the Godson, Mac Miller, YG, Lil B, Kendrick, and Diggy Simmons. So we can just go ahead and quickly go down the list and let you know. Meek more popular, but I can't say a better artist. Sci-Hi, better with the bars, but not overall. Little Twist will carry on. Yellow Wolf will carry on. Nothing against Yellow Wolf. I fuck with Yellow Wolf because I was big into the Trunk series, and I liked Radioactive a little bit. Fred the Godson, New York rapper. I'm gonna be honest. Between what Crit brings to the table and the production, yeah, there ain't no competition. Mac Miller, rest in peace. They were pretty much on the same trajectory, but Mac was a little bit more popular because it's fucking with Ariana and shit like that. Lil B, artist wise, yeah. As far as impact, it's very few that can fuck with the impact on hip hop like Lil B did. Kendrick is Kendrick. He ain't even know me. And Diggy Simmons. But he did pretty well. I fuck with Crit. He had a good album this year. So he's always been a model of consistency, not the consistency of his boy Currency, who I think is the most consistent hip hop artist damn near all the time. It's hard for Spitter got projects for days that still slap. Crit. Who was my best video game opponent and which games? Wow. I'm gonna just pick a homie and just pick the game where they, pose the most challenge. For Poe, Dose, Paul, and even Slide, it's Madden. All of y'all have either gave me like to the wire wins or beat the shit out of me at one time. So and 2K, I would have to go with Black Man, Reese, definitely you, and Rome. Y'all would push me to the limits, and y'all play the game where I would have to adjust mine. I don't remember playing you Poe like that, so I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember it like that, so I don't know. Whatever you, if you have a recollection of it, that is what happened. I won't argue with it. My dad, sports games in general. He might be my greatest opponent. It took me 18 years to beat him in a video game, a sports video game. I'll put it like that. It took 18 years to beat him in a sports video game. So he would probably be my toughest opponent. And I finally beat him in college football, I want to say 2000. Is that when it was? 2000, 2001, one of them. Because I was getting him. I had a black quarterback, and he kept thinking I was going to run. So I would only half roll out. I would roll out to maybe about right outside of the tackle, stop there, then pick and shit like that. Because in each and then because sometimes I would just drop straight back in the pocket and make it happen. But when he caught me on the half rollout, he think I would be coming out, and I was getting his ass. I ain't even gonna lie. I was doing it on both sides, plus running the ball. And he he gave me his props afterwards too, man. I was so proud. I finally beat him. But that's probably my greatest video game opponent. My nephew in fucking Diddy Kong Racing, Snowboard Kids, and 1080. Man, when I was out here chasing skirts and running around with the homies, he was training. Now, he didn't train in GoldenEye, or Revenge or nothing like that. He still played those, casually and, just to keep his bars up. But those other three, Diddy Kong Racing, 1080p, and Snowboard Kids, yeah, he grinded. I couldn't beat him in none of them. Your favorite food off the grill and who cooked it? It was actually grilled chicken from you. He had the apple woods and the pecan woods and all that shit on the grill. That chicken was slapping. It was like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it to you. But that's the chicken off the grill, because you still had it like juicy and it was still flavorful and all that. But I like hot dogs off the grill and stuff like that. Still burgers, anything off the grill work. I made some steaks one time, man. It was people at work eating it with their hands, man. Man, so but yeah, you made the best chicken I've ever had off the grill. You was like that. Ron is a close second, because both of y'all, for y'all that had no cooking experience, if somebody would to see y'all on the grill, they would be like y'all like that. I think Poden got a little better too. I think he been doing this thing on the grill too. Serena Williams, Floyd Mayweather, Michael Phelps, Tiger Woods, greatest individual athlete. I'm gonna have to go Tiger, because Tiger brought a popularity to golf that they will never see again. They haven't seen and will never see again. People have been watching tennis. Nothing against Serena. Easily the greatest female tennis player to ever play. And probably as a whole, probably top 5 tennis regardless of gender. So she did her thing. But we was already watching. We was watching Monica Seles. We was watching Gabriela Sabatini, Martina Hingis, Sharapova. We was watching Steffi Graf. We was watching them already. So she just dominated better. Floyd, we saw that already. Like, he definitely got like some of the highest grossing, but there's some other fighters who also had like high grossing fights. Like, he's not the only one. And it's been all types of shit. Now Floyd is definitely up there. He took total advantage of the social media and all this other stuff, and using his words to make it happen. See, Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis is 5th all time. Mike and Evander is 6. Mike and Peter McNeely is 7. Mike and Roy Jones is a top 10 grossing fight. Disgusting. Holyfield versus Foreman in 91. Wow. That's in the top 10. Wow. Well, Floyd is like that, but as far as boxing goes, I've seen defensive fighters like Sweet Pea. I've seen fast fighters, so I won't. I mean, he's definitely one of the greatest and a GOAT. But like I said, boxing was popular before him. And regardless of the bullshit politics of it today, it's still going to be popular later on. Michael Phelps, let's be honest. We don't give a fuck in between the Olympics. We don't give a fuck in between the Olympics, especially if it ain't no track and field, dude. Tiger Woods, greatest individual athlete. He brought a popularity to a sport that I had never seen and will never see. He thoroughly dominated like none other before him, and it's on him, homie. It's on him. Do you have a delay? Nah, Mick Mill was 15 minutes ago. And this one is going to take a little second. Favorite sport team that isn't mine. So I'm going to let y'all know the league, then my favorite team, and maybe about 2 or 3, because that's how I do, of my favorites from other spots. So in the NFL, Raider fan, all day, every day. But I also fuck with damn near everybody. I'm a sports fan first. So I'm going to always be a fan of players. So wherever Randy Moss was playing, watch Corey Dillon. I was a big fan of him. Charles Woodson. Even when he left the Raiders and went to Green Bay, I stayed and watched, Warren Moon, Steve McNair. I support my local black quarterback. So it's a lot. It's a lot. The NBA, my homie T-Dog in 2013 made me pick a team because he got mad that he was getting frustrated by Bulls losses, and I was laughing at him. So he made me pick a team, and I picked Charlotte. Horrible decision. Should have went with Portland. Because I'll take a consistent playoff team over what the fuck Charlotte has been doing. And at least Dame will win a round or 2 every now and again. Should have picked Portland. But as far as basketball goes, I fuck with them all. MLB, I was a Mariners fan before they switched, before Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey left. And then since then, I've been following Miguel Cabrera from the Marlins to the Tigers. And when he retires, I probably won't have a team. NHL, I was a huge I cheer for players first, but then when Ovechkin came in the league, I became a Capitals fan, and that probably will continue on after he's done. College basketball, Duke. I watched them get their ass whooped by UNLV. And I don't know what it was. I just fucked with them. But as far as, because I'm one of them fans, Russ is a very talented dude. Good producer, good rapper. Let your music speak. If your music can't talk the same shit that you talking, nobody's gonna give a fuck. Kanye can talk that shit because the music is that sauce. He can talk like that. All of us can sit here and remember. We can name top 5 early Kanye songs between the 2 first albums. We're not doing that with Russ. And that's not to take away from him, because the dude is talented and he can do it. But once you stop talking about it, we'll give a fuck. All right. I'm tired of your black ass derailing my damn stream. College basketball, Duke fan all the time, but I've always fucked with it. And as far as a sports fan, I cannot dislike a rival. That's just not my thing. As a Raider fan, I fuck with the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Seahawks when they was in the division, the Chargers the whole time. Natron Means, Junior Seau, rest in peace. I've been a fan of all of them. I can't hate Carolina. I just can't. They've been bringing so much sauce through there. I just can't hate them. I just can't. So college basketball, if you can hoop, it's the same way. I will watch you. Just like I got the list of players that I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching Duke with our ridiculous class. I'm just going to be peeping everybody, man. I got to watch Arkansas this year. It's been a while since I watched the Arkansas game. I checked out Moses Moody, but I wasn't watching every game. But now they got a squad where I'm going to be watching every game still. Going to keep up with Kentucky because they're bringing in players. I'm going to watch the whole game. In college football, it's all about the youth. But I'm going to be honest with you, same thing. Love Florida State. I'm not a fan of the team, but I got respect for them from the giddy up. Now, the Gators, I fuck with who come through there, but the only problem with the Gators is the Gators only want to play Miami. They only want to play the Canes when they know they're going to beat us. They don't want to play when the junk going to get competitive. Every time we beat Florida, they take years off. Like we beat them when they had Rex Grossman when Brock Berlin came over. Then it was like a 5-year break till Tebow came. Y'all won that one. Y'all was cool. Then we beat y'all when y'all had Jeff Driscoll And it's been about 4 or 5 years since then. When y'all had Tebow, y'all didn't mind playing us. But now that y'all ain't got Sauce at the QB no more, that's the only gripe I got against Florida. Still fuck with the Gators. Fred Taylor is one of my favorite college running backs. And last but definitely not least, you got the homie 3MG, my homie Ricky. He wants me to address DC not having people write films for their black superheroes. And their statement was because they're not relatable. How does that look for the future of DC films? Oh boy. When it comes, I'll put it in a Chris Rock term for you. When it comes to DC films, when it comes to Marvel film, the sky's the limit. When it comes to DC films, the limit's the sky. They have fucked themselves out of so many different situations. I'm not surprised they would say some racist bullshit like that. Not doing a movie for your black characters because we're not relatable. Like we just did not see Black Panther become a top 5 grossing movie all time. And you know what I'm starting to dislike about that shit with the Black Panther shit? It's even black people saying that shit. Talking about, I don't like you want all that. Shut the fuck up. We do not care, man. You think we give a fuck if the movie was good? No. It's one of the highest. We trying to get a foot in the door, dummy. Shut the fuck up. If they hear that we don't like this shit, who knows? We'll never get another one. You could be fucking up a Blade movie. Like, shut the fuck up. We're not supposed to like it, man. Go support that shit and make it happen. Come on, man. Of course. I'm telling you right now, white people don't like Titanic like that. We all knew what was going to happen. But they still going to support it. And they will lie to you too. What do you think about Titanic? I think it's one of the best films that I have ever witnessed. Just the cinematography and the graphics and the storyline with Jack and the white girl was amazing. And the fact that he just gave his life to her. They will tell you some bullshit like that, but you close it down, man, that movie was trash, nigga, corny in the mother. Of course we already knew what was going down, man. We already knew what was going to happen. But they don't give a fuck. They went out there and they saw that shit. James Cameron will never run out of money because of that movie. Celine Dion will always have cash in her pocket because of that one damn song. And she was a star before then. Y'all don't know too much about her catalog. I bet y'all know that goddamn song. And that was the sauce from the 90s. But DC just trash. I mean, if you are willing to just openly come out here and say that your black characters aren't relatable, then why are you even creating them? I'm pretty sure somebody's buying the Cyborg comic. I don't know any other black DC characters. Do y'all know? I don't know. Because I stopped giving a fuck about comic books a long time ago. And no offense to anybody that does. If that's what you do, you fuck with it. Enjoy it. Enjoy what you into. Every time I hear about the Titanic, I think about Steve Harvey said, he said, I would have been kicking over tables and nigga grabbed a napkin. I hate Steve Harvey still, though. I'm not going to deny his place in comedy because he is a funny motherfucker. But he is a corny motherfucker, too. And you know what I mean. I'm not talking in the comedic sense. I'm talking about who he is. Steve Harvey get on my goddamn nerves, and I hate that mustache. But come on, man, DC, man. I mean, if y'all want to keep fucking up at this point, man, that's how big of a fan you are if you still give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck then. I don't give a fuck now. Like, when I saw that they was coming out with a Justice League movie without any real setup towards it, it's the way you got to go about it. Marvel already laid the blueprint down. Come on, man. This is Hollywood, man. You think people give a fuck, man? If somebody steal your idea? Quentin Tarantino's career is based on that, man. And he lets you know, I'm stealing from this director in my next film. Plain and simple. Marvel did exactly what you're supposed to do. We setting up this big-ass movie here. But we know we got to put the roots down. You know, we got to put the... Yo, he hot. Yo, man, y'all stop sending me stuff in the middle of this jump, man. Y'all sending some bullshit, too. But they already knew they had to put the roots down. So that's where, you know, the 2 attempts at the Incredible Hulk, even though those movies didn't do well, box office-wise and critically, still put it there. You still got the seed. All you got to do is just keep planting and watch it grow. They already knew Spider-Man was doing this thing. If we want to use Blade, we can use him. Captain America. I like Winter Soldier a lot. The first one, I knew what it was. Like, because we mostly know what it is. Kids will want to watch it just because the superheroes in it. So you don't have to worry about that. And we will watch a origin film. We know if you saying it's an origin film, we know it's not going to be a whole lot of fighting in it. You telling a story. It's kind of, and Captain America did it perfectly. Yeah, the first movie was regular, which was telling the story, and then the second one, now that he's got these powers, let's fuck some shit up. And it was a lot of fighting in Winter Soldier. It was one of my personal favorite Marvel ones. So you already got that, and that's the thing. Y'all said we coming out with Aquaman in the Justice League. What about these other hoes? Who cares? This is just fucking. He even came out with like a Batman versus Superman. You didn't need that. Batman and Superman are already solidified. We already know the story. We already know what it is. You don't have to spend no extra time on them. If you're looking for a villain, you could always go to the Joker well, because they always do the shit. Just make sure you get a good enough actor. The other ones, we need goddamn, what's the name of that shit? We need Randy gonna send me Steve Harvey on the jump, man. That's big trash, bro. That's big trash, bro. Why would you do that? Yeah. Steve Harvey, that mustache is trash. So we already know. So just go on from there. But I mean, if y'all want to keep fucking up, oh well, y'all have at it. Appreciate y'all for coming out, just like last year's episode. And I only had half the questions from last time, so y'all got deep in y'all bag with this one. So appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate the stream. Appreciate the likes, the comments was jumping. Big shout out to Randy, man. I just subscribed to your channel. I probably after I watch a stream or two, I'm gonna go ahead and get you that little subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Get your little subscribe, get a little subscription for the homie Randy. Man, stop sending me Hezbollah, man, for real, yo. Randy is trash. Randy is just like some of y'all in here. Slide, he knows exactly what to do to make me laugh, and he will definitely send the shit. He knows I will laugh at Steve Harvey. He knows I will laugh at Trey. He knows I will laugh at Hezbollah. I'm sorry, man. Hezbollah is one of the greatest things that has happened in my life. That dude, man, I am never in a bad mood when I see that little dude, man. He just makes everything better, man. Shout out to him. A pillar for this society. Spencer Crawford. I'm gonna tell you right now, for those who don't know, Crawford is a fighter first. He's one of the few fighters that I've seen refine a brawler style into a boxer style. Because I like both styles like that. I like brawlers and I like boxers, and he encompasses both of them because he don't mind getting hit, because he know he can set you up for something much later. Spencer's nice too. Don't get me wrong. But Crawford, that's my dude. Like at the end, he going to be one of my top 10 boxers if he fights somebody. What a name. But thanks for everybody coming out. Like, comment, subscribe. If y'all want another one, just let me know. I don't have to wait till the next year. You may have something that you know, or a topic that you may want me to discuss. Remember, y'all can adjust this channel any way you want. Whatever you want me to speak on, all you got to do is say the word. Now, whether I speak on it for 5 minutes or 50, it all depends on the topic. And if I feel like, diving up into the topic of sort. But go ahead, man. Continue to show your support and all that. I'm letting y'all know now. There will be some new shit happening on the channel coming in the new year. There's going to be some shit going on. Because I got to start setting up for what I want to ultimately do. All my IRL homies, y'all already know the deal. I got to get y'all out here too. Y'all got to get into the fold. Slide, your ignorant black ass is going to be behind the camera talking to people. All right? Poe, come on now. You think I would have you think I would have a sports show without you? Come on now. Music show without Poe? Come on now. You could do movies and TV and all that shit too. Because your entertainment field is, all out there too. We could do a whole episode just talking about Can't Hardly Wait with me, you, Hall, Black Ass Slide, and Terrence, that boy Moose, the Juice Man. We can talk about that movie for an hour. I'm guaranteeing that shit. But thanks a lot, man. Everybody, once again, like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate everybody asking questions. If you didn't get around to it, no big deal. Just hit that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks again. Be easy and be you, because that's all you can be. I'm out.